Hello and welcome to the University of Maryland Terps Esports Broadcast Center. Now, 3 weeks ago, we had a great doubleheader match, one against the current Big Esports Conference Championship, Indiana, and one in a CCS match against Michigan State.
Now we're back in the BEC League, running it back against Michigan State. Both of our teams are 5-0, so this will be a top-of-the-table clash to see who remains undefeated in the league. First up, we got Turtle. Welcome back to the studio. Next, we got Waiters, looking serious and locked in as always. Finally, we got Hexy, looking a little bored, but deep down we know he's also ready.
Whenever he comes in here, he's really ready to handle business. And you can say that for anybody else on that team. Everybody at that table is ready to make sure that Michigan State is not able to win this grudge match.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, we got Teddy too in the brand new coach's cam. I wish we could talk to him right now so I could tell him to say hi, but he is also clearly locked in, as you can see.
Everybody is ready to take this match and just put it away and really stamp their claim to being the best team in the BEC this season. We'll see who takes it in this match.
Yeah, like I said, this is a run back from a few weeks ago where UMD handily beat Michigan State 3-1. So I believe we'll see some sort of, hopefully we'll see the same scoreline, maybe even a sweep. Who knows?
All right, and we should be getting into the game in just... Yeah, we should be getting into the game after a minute-long commercial break. And now we're getting ready to get into this match against Michigan State. We saw last time, it was a, fairly back and forth match. It ended up going 3-1 in the direction of UMD. Early on, it was fairly defensive, fairly low scoring, but both teams really opened up down the stretch, and UMD just managed to win that shootout. How do you think this one is going to go?
I think it'll go pretty similarly. Like, they've already had a chance to play each other, but I believe now Michigan State has a different roster, slightly different. I believe they have one player that's going to be better than the other ones. I don't exactly know who is going to be replacing who on the team, but hopefully we should see the game start out in a similar manner. They have already played each other, so we know how they're going to like warm into the series and stuff. Hopefully it'll be even faster than last time though.
All right, and we will get a chance to see exactly how this shakes out as we get into the game. We've got a kickoff. Hexy there, taking the kickoff, sends it to Mar from Michigan State. Hexy retakes control from the back wall, air dribbles forward, gets a flip reset, but it's not enough to put it past those Michigan State defenders who pop it high and leave it in the backfield for them to pick up. It's not past Waiters, though, who just sees that bad touch in the midfield, just snatches right onto it and just puts it right into the top of that goal. Easy shot, nobody back there to defend, and it's 1-0 to Terps Esports.
Yeah, good 50 from Waiters to send that straight into the middle. Turtle was about to just shoot the shot all on his own, but Waiters just managed to land right in front of him too and take that one for himself.
Here we've got Turtle and Hexy both going up, committing, but Turtle manages to get back down as Hexy chases that ball forward. Turtle, though, following up. You can see after that commit, at the back, Turtle was just following back, grabbing small chains of boost, getting himself into a perfect position to follow up on Hexy's touch. Once again, nobody in that Michigan State net to follow up on that shot, and Turtle just puts it in. completely undefended.
Lovely shot there. Also, something I noticed, Turtle is in the Fennec for once. I've actually never seen him do this before. How do you guys think it'll affect his gameplay?
Yeah, you know, it's the same hitbox, but he's a little bit of a cube, you know. So I think he'll be able to handle it.
Yeah.
And we see here MSU looking like they're not really able to handle it. You see there they're trying to set up an infield passing play. They do actually manage to get it off. Mar taking that shot from midfield, and it seems like UMD's defense was just a little bit out of position. We see Waiters trying to turn around and make that challenge, but he just doesn't have the momentum on it. And we see there in the goal, he just wasn't close enough to get a touch on that ball. 2-1.
Really good play from the entire team there to get like fully involved. Now, more Enchanted. Oh man, that is a very long name. Either way, goes up to the backboard but gets stuffed by Hexy at the back. Now, with time but no boost, he tries to get a follow at 50.
There we see a demo onto Turtle from Op. Puts the ball down into a shootable position, but seemingly just whips. Turtle, though, retakes control, has boost, has ball, has time, goes for a tornado flick, but does not manage to get a good hit on it. It ends up just hitting that side wall and coming back, but it's back into the UMD half. Hexy with 0 boost, but he's chasing up into that defensive mistake. You see he almost knocked that into his own net, but he just pushes that off of the back wall. Still, UMD keeping pressure onto Michigan State.
Now, a shot from Mar on net, but Hexy's there to follow up with the save. Now, more Enchanted Vo. That's his name, yeah, more Enchanted Vo.
I'm just going to say Enchanted.
Enchanted is, yeah, that's a good way to...
We've got Hexy going up after that clearance. Gets challenged, but doesn't get far enough to go past Waiters. But Waiters does not have enough boost to carry that forward. Still, though, it's in the orange half, just bouncing around the corners. Not in a particularly dangerous spot, but remember, UMD is up. Any time that's wasted is time that goes in their direction. But we see there that ball just squirts out of a bad 50, and it just rolls into the net. There's just nobody there to defend against it.
Yeah, UMD was pushed up quite a lot in that exchange, trying to get as much offensive pressure as they could, but unfortunately one bad 50 just sends it straight into the net. UMD unable to react in time.
Now we see Turtle coming in after that 50. 2-2 with 2 minutes left on the clock, or 2.5 minutes. We see Op there trying to retake control, just trying to slow play, move it to his teammate, Enchanted. Enchanted does manage to get it past one, but when he gets that flip reset, he doesn't manage to get the hit on the ball, meaning that he cannot continue his offense. Enchanted seemingly with a small mistake there out of the midfield with 2 offensive players on him. He knocks it to somebody else, but it does not manage to get past that Michigan State defense. The game remains tied with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Now Hexy taking it from the back, though. Tries to send it out, but he gets the clear.
Ooh. There we see really great redirect from Hexy. Doesn't get far enough to get past Op there on the MSU defensive line, but those are the kind of plays that you need to start, you know, putting up if you really, really want to win these games. And we can see that UMD, offensively at least, is definitely hot.
Yeah, they've been going for all sorts of offensive pressure. They've been trying to just rattle MSU as much as they can. Now Enchanted off the backboard, gets it past 1, gets it past 2. Yeah. Can they get the follow-up, though? No, they cannot.
Very good recovery there from Enchanted. Retaking control, we see there Mar going at Waiters in revenge for something that Waiters did to Mar earlier. Messes up rotations, but not enough to create a scoring opportunity, and the ball looks like it's mostly just bouncing around the midfield. Waiters tries to retake control in his own back corner, but it pinches down into the middle of the field, but not close enough to be shootable in any way, shape, or form. Hexy pushes it out to the corner.
Ooh, and down and in from Op Bomb. Dropping a bomb right in the net. UMD had a really strong early start to this game, but MSU has been able to call their way back pretty successfully. Yeah. 50 seconds left.
We saw there Hexy push it out to the corner, but it only got as far as Mar. You can see that was actually a fairly good defensive read, and he just managed to get that touch right back into the middle. The players just weren't in the right position to follow up on that, and Op just got a pretty clean touch, and we see there Waiters trying to set up something for his teammates in the middle as well. Turtle also going for something like that. And Hexy going for that beautiful double tap attempt right up there. He gets stopped at the goal line.
They have a good chance to score right now because MSU is running pretty low on boost. They do manage to send it off into the UMD's half though, and they almost get the shot, but Turtle with the amazing goal line save.
Very good flick from Enchanted, but with 10 seconds left on the clock and a 1-goal deficit, it looks like UMD needs to do everything they can to get that ball forward and start doing something offensive. Right now, we see Hexy pops it high. Oh, but it just ends up going straight into the hands of Enchanted, who knocks it down and starts this set with a 1-0 lead. Michigan State taking the first game.
Yeah, really unfortunate there from UMD. They had some really strong early plays, but MSU was able to adapt fairly quickly. They didn't get too rattled, and they were able to come back.
Yeah, we saw there in the middle of the game, both teams kind of solidified defensively, and the only thing that really separated them was just that one kind of freak moment where the ball just kind of pinched between two and ended up inside of the UMD net. So, fairly evenly matched teams, two strong squads. We'll see how it shapes out for the rest of the series.
Yeah. I hope UMD manages to play back just a little bit more. Their offense has been pretty solid, but all the defensive mishaps have just ruined the game for them. So,
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
They're playing fairly well offensively. They're setting up fairly good offensive plays. You can see Hexy especially is actually pretty hot. He's that redirect attempt onto the goal. We saw that late attempt at the solo play double tap at the backboard. He's definitely getting those plays off. We just need to get that, defensive consistency back.
Yeah. A little bit more offensive involvement in terms of team play as well. I don't really think we saw that many offensive plays with all three of them involved, like that one MSU shot.
Now we see Turtle going forward for the kickoff. Does not manage to get it further than Op, though. Op knocking it off to the sidewall. Goes off to... Okay, you see, why would he mess up the naming scheme here? Why did he do this?
What happened?
It's not Enchanted anymore. He changed his name between games.
You can do that?
I guess.
Are you sure that's not like a glitch that happened?
I mean, look at his name.
Morvu.
Morvu. Okay, I guess we're Morvu now.
That's so weird. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
I mean, I guess that's why the gap between the games was like a full minute instead of like a few seconds. Anyway, we see Morvu going there trying to demo Hexy on the goal line. Manages to mess up the rotation just a little bit, but it's not enough to stop Waiters from getting that beautiful save. Still, though, that save is not enough to get the ball out of the UMD half. That will not be done until Hexy gets a big clearance out into the side.
UMD pulling out some heroics on defense right now. Let's see if they have any more in them. Morvu with time on the ball, tries to get it past one, but UMD absolutely stuffs him at the net.
Yeah, we see there he was trying to fake, but the UMD defender was very patient, not willing to flip early, not willing to commit early. He just took that jump and ended up paying off.
Now, when I said pushing more back, I didn't mean like all the way into their half with MSU on the offensive pressure. I wanted it to be a little bit more balanced than this, but UMD holding very strong so far.
Morvu just kind of hitting the ball around. He, I think, tried to push it into the middle. Looked like he kind of wanted to get a pass into a teammate, but seeing that there wasn't any option, he just ended up carrying it out to the sidewall. It seems like they're kind of trying to boost steal, but at this point, he doesn't really have that much, although he goes back, he gets that 100. Mar comes forward, tries to continue that offensive play, and we see there that ball just takes a difficult to deal with bounce, bar down right there, and it just ends up landing straight in front of the net for Op to put inside.
Yeah, Morvu gets the bump on Turtle, and he tries to get the bump on, I believe that's Hexy as well, but he had to dodge and force him into an unfortunate spot. Just absolutely brutal offense right there. Let's see if they can continue that.
Now we've got this ball just going straight into the net off of Hexy, off the kickoff. We see here Hexy with the kickoff, takes that first challenge, takes that second challenge. The ball's just slowly rolling towards the net. Turtle comes in to hit him, and the person who comes and demos him also ends up tapping it into the net. It goes to Hexy. Turtle with the pressure onto the ball, and it's 1-1 with 2:44 left on the clock.
Definitely a slightly slower game than last one, but I think that's for UMD's benefit. Now Turtle with time tries to get it past one, but he gets bumped on the approach.
Yeah, he attempts a slow play, but Michigan State seems to be playing very physically, not allowing those moments to happen. We see there that ball just floating high in front of the Michigan State net, but it is not too high for Morvu to get that clearance out defensively. Now we see Waiters trying to retake control of this ball, but once again, Morvu retaking control. Morvu seems to be the player that a lot of Michigan State's offense is running for.
UMD on constant low boost right now. MSU's doing a very good job of just stealing it as much as they can, trying to slow them down. Now they try to go for another demo, but Waiters good dodge from him.
Oh, we've been calling him Op, but you know, I can see the bottom part of the name. He's been going for a lot of demos, a lot of demos. I've been noticing that at this point.
Absolutely, just seeking them out.
Now we see Hexy coming forward. He's got full boost, has time, but not enough time to get that ball past Mar, who pushes it forward, tries to get it to Op. Op, however, is not far forward enough. Morvu goes back, tries to stop that from bouncing off the back wall for an easy shot to the net, and retakes control going forward as well on that left side.
I don't like that clear, but Turtle was there to follow up with the save.
Turtle, though, pays for it with his life. We see there Op again going for another demo. The physical play coming out of Michigan State here.
Ooh, off the bar, but Hexy follows up.
There we go. We see two shots coming off of that sidewall and coming off of that bar, but it is not enough to stop UMD from coming in. Turtle with the first two, Hexy with the third. There was just nothing that Michigan State defense could do. They were just kind of discombobulated after the first two bounces.
Now, up with 1 minute left. Can UMD hold on? Good save from Hexy. Op bomb tries to follow up, and Mar gets the bump too, but Hexy, again with the save on 0 boost. They have to work with what little pads they can get right now. That's a good clear from him, though.
We see there a really good redirect clear there.
Oh,
and we see the infield pass from Turtle to Waiters, but it doesn't end up going into the net. Almost, but not quite.
I like the idea. I saw the vision. Now, with 17 seconds left, Op bomb tries to get a bump on one. He gets it, but Hexy is there with the save again.
And we see there Morvu trying to set up something for his teammate again, but Op seemingly just not in a position or does not have enough boost to follow up. And with 1 second left on the clock, Morvu has to make something happen for his team. And now, and he cannot. The University of Maryland takes game 2 to make this 1-1 on the series.
I'm glad we have player cams now that we can actually see. We can see UMD morale is still really high, even despite the close game and the lost first game. Really solid team chemistry all around. Even if they mess up, they can just laugh it off.
I mean, they're balling, honestly. Just looking at the way that they're playing, looking at the kind of things that are happening, even the shots that aren't coming off are really good. So, I really believe that they have what it takes to seal this away in, well, hopefully 4 games, but, you know, you'll take the win however it comes.
Yeah, they're definitely warming up, though. You could see a lot more of those offensive passing plays, like that midfield dump that Turtle tried to pass off to Hexy. More of those would be great because they're pretty difficult for defenses to try and read. They had a lot of hits on that right crossbar specifically, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes the crossbar can be your best friend, the crossbar can be your worst enemy. We saw that earlier on with Michigan's first goal. With, you know, just that bounce down from the crossbar, just placed it right in the perfect place for a Michigan player to follow up. But you can also have moments where the crossbar just ruins your life. You know, it happens. It happens, and you have to be able to live with the bounce. That's just how it works.
Now, Op bomb tries to get it past one, but UMD defense is ready. Now, Op bomb again tries to get it past one. He gets the touch, but Hexy is there off the backboard. tries to pass it off to Turtle, but he opts to give it back instead.
Now we see Hexy trying to win that challenge, retake control inside of that Michigan State half. He is not successful. Bomb coming up off that sidewall, tries to knock it into the net, but it does not end up coming down. Turtle retaking control, trying to carry that out of the backside, but we see there Op playing very, very offensive, and we see Mar as well attacking Waiters. I can't believe he would do that. Why is he going after my boy? Morvu with a redirect. We see there that crossbar again. Sometimes you love it, sometimes you hate it. I know Morvu hates it right now.
Yeah, that's definitely a tilter. That was a pretty solid shot too. Now Turtle just tries to dump it mid, but MSU is ready. UMD working with pretty low boost again right here. We can see what they managed to do. Turtle to the rescue with full.
Now we've got Hexy coming forward. Tries to get that ball down to Turtle, and he does manage to do it. Waiters moving forward, but does not have the boost to follow up. Hexy, though, tries to retake control, but uses up everything he's got in the tank. But Turtle, beautiful double tap right there. Look at that again.
All right, that's a highlight right there. That's a really good read, too, for to read it exactly bouncing downwards like that.
Yeah, we see right there that sidewall pass from Hexy. Turtle is right on the same exact page and just comes in, gets that double tap, gets the touch way too high for any Michigan State defender to come in and try and clear it, and just gets that second touch straight down into the net. Completely undefendable. Perfect play there.
Now Turtle waiting with zero boost, trying to get the save. MSU just kind of wasted though, sending it straight into the back wall.
Now we see there, not the best touch out there from the Michigan State attacker, but it ends up going far back enough that Morvu can go and try and make something of it. Does not manage to, though. Gets the flip reset, but does not manage to get too much off of it. Waiter is coming forward, retaking control of the ball. Does not have control of the boost, though, unfortunately, and Morvu ends up moving it back into that UMD half.
Good on UMD for getting the ball just far from their half as possible once they get demoed. Trying to be on defense with 2 out of 3 players is difficult, so just dump it all the way to the other side.
Yeah, we saw there that one of the... Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop talking.
Close save there, or close attempt at a save, I should say. But Opbomb just gets the perfect flick past one, and Waiters, he might have gotten a little finger on that one, but it just goes straight in anyways.
Yeah, very good flick from Opbomb to be clear. Just placed perfectly to that top right corner. Incredibly difficult to save. We see here, though, Waiters continuing forward, trying to respond quickly to that. With 2 minutes left on the clock, it's anyone's game.
Oh my god, Turtle.
Oh, beautiful. We see there, Turtle. He just comes forward.
Gets the bump
knocks
on
one, knocks two. Hexy there just has nothing but an open net to shoot into, and he just drops it straight into the bucket.
Nah, that one's a tilter for sure.
Yeah, you see those kind of physical plays, that's how you really like retake control of the match, because your opponent is so angry. You know what? I'm going to stop talking.
Every single time. I don't know.
I'm going to stop saying words.
MSU with the quick fire back. Opbomb able to get it all the way to the corner and smoothly slide it in right there.
Yeah, maybe I should stop saying words, but Op should stop doing actions personally, because he is definitely making a mark on this game in a way that he hasn't in the past 2 games of the series. The last few games, we noticed that he was doing a lot of demoing, a lot of physical play. This time, it seems that he's shown up a lot more offensively for Michigan State. Now we will see he's trying to make something happen again, but he doesn't manage to get it past. And now we have multiple Michigan State defenders committing forward, but not forward enough to leave an open net opportunity for UMD to counterattack with. We've got Turtle bouncing that ball out of the midfield.
Unfortunately, Hexy didn't really have any boost to follow up. That's a close shot from Morvu, but off the crossbar yet again. #1 enemy. He's the real Opbomb.
We've got Morvu coming up off of that corner wall, bouncing it high. We see that ball bounce right in front of the net. Waiters knocking it down into that space for Turtle, who just handles it. We see there just bouncing right down there, and the MSU defenders that was a fairly defensible ball. They just didn't manage to get that clearance out, and Turtle just lands straight on it.
Yeah, those bounces are always super difficult to read because once you bounce into that like corner where the wall starts to turn into the ceiling, it's really difficult to tell where the ball is going to go.
Yeah, sometimes when you bounce from those, it goes horizontal. Sometimes when you bounce from those, it goes vertical. You just don't know how it's going to bounce unless you've been in that situation hundreds of times, thousands of times. Now we see Op coming forward, trying to make something happen again. We see he tries to take a shot and get a demo. He gets the demo, but the shot is saved fairly easily. Turtle, though, finds himself in a difficult position, having to make a challenge moving backwards. Leaves the ball in a shootable position twice in a row. We see here Michigan State, with 30 seconds left on the clock, are putting up an offensive showcase, but it is not enough to get through the defense of Maryland.
UMD forced to retreat because they didn't have any more boost to continue that attack. Now, though, with 15 seconds left, Hexy is up in the air early, just absolutely controlling that ball.
Yeah, this one looks like it's going to be the last chance that Michigan State has to imprint themselves on this game, bouncing up off of the Michigan State backboard. Although that high bounce is not great, UMD needs to get this ball onto the ground as fast as they can. Op trying to get it high, but it's not high enough. Op tries to follow that up, would have been an open net and would have been overtime, but he does not manage to get there in time. The University of Maryland takes Game 3 and goes up 2-1 in the series.
A little bit of relief from Teddy there. You can tell he was stressing just a little bit with that one.
A little bit of relief from me.
That
I was stressed.
Yeah, once Hexy missed it off the off that crossbar, I thought it was over. Or not over, it would have been overtime.
Yeah, it would have been overtime.
UMD narrowly taking Game 3. Game 3? Yeah,
Game 3, yes. Now, that was, a fairly well-fought game going both ways.
Yeah.
We saw Op have, like, a fairly big play there, multiple fairly big plays. I think that he was, like, the main offensive dynamo of Michigan State in that game. But we also saw Hexy, Turtle, and Waiters in, like, equal measure really, really handling business.
Oh, yeah, especially Turtle with that double bump on the goal line there.
Yeah. We could see not only were they individually handling business, but they really, really had that connection. They had the communication going up. They had the kind of like presence of mind to set up those team plays. We saw that with the Hexy sidewall pass into the Turtle double tap. We saw that with the Turtle double bump. It really, really great game from them. We could really see the team sync up there.
Yeah, looking for more of those solid plays as we head into Game 4. Match point for UMD.
Oh, we see Turtle takes the early kickoff. Hexy looks like he's trying to bump that MSU defender, but does not manage to get it past him. Hexy does manage to get that clearance out, though. Only goes as far as Morvu on the side wall. He bounces it back into the middle, and that only goes as far as Op. Op going for demos, attacking my boy Turtle. I personally can't respect it, like I said. But Turtle going up after that demo, handling his business, trying to get that ball cleared out to the back wall. We see there Hexy just waiting. And we see there Op going for another demo. The aggressive play, the physical play, off the charts.
Yeah, he really is their top op right now. This is absurd. But UMD holding strong once again. Almost a pretty disastrous clear there from Hexy, but UMD is able to handle it.
Now we see Morvu trying to push that ball into the UMD half. It's working, but it doesn't get as far as Hexy. He pushes it back out to him. Turtle retakes control, tries to push it out to the corner, gets challenged halfway through, and Op pushes it back into that UMD half. We can see here, UMD isn't starved for boost, not yet, but they are taking on a lot of pressure from MSU, although none of those have really turned into tangible shots yet.
Yeah, Turtle with 0 boost, trying his best to get it away from the half. Waiters with 0 boost as well. It's looking a little bit dicey here for UMD, but Hexy's there to save the day. Holding on strong.
Not a big fan of starvation, but it looks like Michigan State is really big boost stars, but it looks like UMD is starting to retake control of that boost. Okay, well, I was about to say that they're retaking control of the boost economy, but then one of them got demoed and two of them have 0. It's all right, though. We see Waiters retaking control there, knocking that ball off of the UMD line and just pushing that out to the sidewall.
MSU's 50s have been pretty oppressive. I don't think UMD's won a single one yet.
We see their UMD, I think that was with their first shot on target. Morvu with that clearance off the sidewall and tries to knock it back into the UMD half. Only gets as far as Hexy. Hexy with a lot of boost. Hexy with a lot of time beats one. Tries to get a 50 on Op, but Op does not bite and just manages to retake control of that ball and get it back forward to his teammates. This Michigan State pressure is really, really difficult to get off of their backs, and it doesn't look like it's going to abate here. Although Waiters gets that boost, tries to get that ball down to Turtle, but it's not enough to get the shot on target.
Yeah, UMD just, it's going back and forth, but mostly a lot of back and not a lot of forth. Good save there from Waiters, though, to keep it going.
Now we see Turtle going up high. We see there a whiff from Mar on Michigan State.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth right now. This is definitely the, oh, that's a good demo from Mar, but Turtle is there to follow up on that save. They're getting a little bit more desperate now for these. Another demo on the goal line from Op Bomb. Oh, and then Mar just barely misses that shot too.
You know, it's crazy because I was about to say that it feels like out of the people on the Michigan State team that Mar has had, like, well, I don't think it's right to say the least influence, but that he's been the least visible, you know. He's definitely been, like, important to the team, and he hasn't made, like, any, like, major mistakes. He's been a solid player, but he hasn't really, like, made his mark on this match or on this set as it is. But we see there he's trying to get those demos, trying to get forward, trying to get those challenges, and with 0-0, 50 seconds left on the clock, every single hit counts.
Yeah, UMD is trying to slow this one down for sure. I think MSU is trying to do the same. Oh, that's very close. Very awkward from Waiters, but good save to keep it out. Those position moments are always super difficult to make the right decision.
With 30 seconds left on the clock, it looks like we may be getting into sudden death, even if we don't get to overtime. The next goal could win this match, and if it's UMD, could win this entire series.
Hexy does have full boost, though. He tries to go for something, but not the angle to approach from. Now Turtle is solo on the back line. Plenty of time, though.
Turtle with time, with boost. Okay, I was lying, not with time. And we see there Morvu just trying to bounce that ball down, trying to put it into the net, and the 0-second goal to take Game 4. It looks like we will be going to Game 5 as Michigan State ties up the set 2-2.
They got complacent. That's very unlucky. A good read off the corner from MSU to score that, but you don't like to see that.
Yeah.
Both teams tried to slow it down just a little bit too much. So by the time that those final seconds happened, UMD was just kind of stuck on the ground, waiting.
Yeah, it's not a great spot to be in. A 1-0, like 0-second goal loss. It's just feels a little bit of like a letdown, especially when you get to a point late in the game where you feel like, okay, let's just play for overtime. It felt a little bit like UMD got to that point, but obviously Michigan State was not at that point, and they ended up just putting that ball into the net.
They followed Rule 0. Don't let the ball touch the ground. So UMD coming to Game 5, hopefully with a lesson learned. Do not get complacent. Always try to either kill the ball or score. No in-betweens, because otherwise that happens.
Now I think we're taking a little bit of a split between the matches, but we should be getting into Game 5 soon enough.
Yeah, I wonder what the official policy on these league timeouts are, if they even exist. I don't think they exist. Ready for Game 5. Here we go.
We are on Champions Field. Game 5, we see Turtle there take the kickoff, tries to get it past, but doesn't get it further than Morvu, who tries to push it into the net, but he's coming straight on. An easy save there. Turtle pops it high, tries to get a redirect off, and we see Hexy. Beautiful play.
That's what we like to see. Starting off strong. Absolutely uncontested in the air there for Hexy, and just places it at the perfect spot.
Yeah, we see Op, he just wasn't able to get up there fast enough or precisely enough to get a touch on that ball off the backboard. And from there, Hexy just had an easy shot.
And that's a strong...
Not as
there.
easy as Waiters.
Close attempt, though. That was a good save for Morvu to keep it out. UMD offense was taking a little vacation there, but now hopefully we get to see it finally come to life.
Now we've got... Wait, what?
How did he get...
Yeah, what? Wait, what? Whatever, not the point. The point is that we've got Turtle going up here, trying to bounce that ball up, get it into that... You were talking about that just corner up in the top edge where... You know, it's very, very difficult to know where that ball was going to bounce, and we can see that he's trying to play that to his advantage and get a weird bounce that the MSU defense doesn't know how to follow up on, so that he can just put that to the net. We see there Hexy pushing it off the back corner and pushing it off the back wall, trying to place it midfield for a teammate to follow up, but it's not in a great spot for anybody to do.
That would have been a great shot for Turtle if it was slightly more on net, but MSU always has one man back just in case something like that happens. Keeping these rotations fresh. Good save from Hexy there to keep the ball out.
And we see there Waiters follows up on that save, trying to get that ball cleared out, but he pushes it down the middle. Mar with a demo, and Morvu ties up the game 1-1 with 3:30 left on the clock.
Yeah. Mar tries to get the demo on one and the demo on Turtle as well. That demo smoke is also just like so difficult to see through.
Yeah, we saw there Mar with the demo on one, Op with the bump on the other. It's just very difficult conditions to play in, you know. And we see there Morvu following up again, being the third man with the physical play. Waiters, Turtle following up with a demo onto Mar, and we see there Waiters.
That's close. This is very close. Hexy tries again for the double tap. Can't get it though.
Yeah, Op there with a fairly good save. Morvu pushing that out into the corner where UMD will have to deal with it. Ball just bounces to not the best spot. We see there Mar just goes up high, tries to put that on target. Hexy gets a touch, but it's a very soft touch, and it just ends up placing that ball straight in front of the net. Neither of the UMD players close enough to get just one last touch to put that off target, and ends up in the net with 1-2 to Michigan State.
Good bump from Waiters to stop Op Bomb from getting more offensive on that ball. That's like the new strategy that, good save from Waiters, but like I said, the new strategy is to just bump the players off the ball because everybody's so mechanical these days. Oh my god, never mind. That's just brutal. You can see there.
Very difficult situation to deal with. You see a lot of weird bounces, a lot of difficult spots to play in, and by the time the actual shot actually comes, the whole defense is just a little bit out of order, and the net is just open.
Now, Op Bomb gets it to the backward again, but Turtle is there to read it. UMD has to do a bit of work now to come back here. I think they can still do it. 2 minutes left. That's a good shot from Hexy. Just a little bit too slow, though.
Yeah, you see here they're going to need to link up on offense. They're going to need to get those team plays that are their bread and butter really, really working. And if they... They're going to need to get those team plays that are the bread and butter of their offense really working. We see there, Morvu from Michigan State, their team plays are really working. They've got the passing plays, they've got the communications up, they've got the bumps. These are the kind of things that we need to see in the UMD offense if they want to make up this deficit.
Yeah, UMD just looking very frazzled right now. As the Brew Stars keep coming in, as these bumps and demos rack up, you can see them just getting more and more frantic, trying to save the ball. A little bit of a double commit between Waiters and Turtle there. Just sends one of them flying, and MSU capitalizes easily. Now Waiters with controlling the ball, but no boost to follow up.
Yeah, nobody else close enough to follow up. You see there more just to get touches off of both of them. And that ball, oh my goodness.
It's just an offensive masterclass for Michigan State now.
Michigan State has really come alive in this game.
Yeah, good passing play for all three of them to send that ball to the top shelf. Minute 24, it is looking dire for UMD. They need a kickoff goal immediately. That's a good start, but Morvo covering that immediately. No boost either for Turtle on the follow-up.
Now we see Hexy half looking back, trying to retake control. Has the ball, has boost, has time, has space, and puts one in the net. This is the first step of what looks to be a long journey. They will need a goal every 22 seconds to equalize.
That's a beautiful play from Hexy, though. Just like perfect ball control. And the RLCS 2024 Challenger title? When did he get that?
Listen, he's gaming. You know who else is gaming? We've got Waiters gaming. Turtle.
We also have Turtle gaming!
Beautiful play. 1 minute left on the clock and 2-goal deficit. This game is not over.
Really good flick from Zero Boost there.
Yeah, we see there Mar had the boost, could have defended that, but we see there he just gets mind game there, and Turtle is able to just get that flick over into the top left corner. There's nothing that he could have done about that.
Ooh, close one there for MSU, but just slightly off. I did not know they got the RLCS 2024 titles. That's pretty sick, actually.
Now we see Turtle challenging that high. Waiters with demo onto Morvu. Hot bomb, though, in the midfield, trying to follow that up. We see there MSU trying to slow that ball down, trying to burn as much time as they can and go for demos. In the meantime,
wow. Burning time, getting crazy resets like that. That's a crazy pass right there. Good on Op for recognizing that.
Yeah, this game looks reasonably over. I cannot lie to you.
Yeah, they need a goal every 10 seconds now, and it just takes 10 seconds for a simple air dribble to play to go through like that. Oh, and then they get
bumping each other.
Yeah, really tough to see.
Small communication breakdown.
Now
we've got Morvu coming in, but there's not really much to be played for here at this point. It looks like they may keep the ball up, but no, they don't. And Michigan State ends up taking the series 3-2.
The grudge match revenge. The most unfortunate storyline to be on the receiving end from.
Yeah, we see there UMD did have like some chances to really stamp their name on the series, and they definitely did. The going up 2-1, and then I think the moment that really messed with the momentum was that 0-second goal in Game 4.
Yeah. That
just ended up turning that whole 0-0 overtime match into a 0-1. You never really want to concede and lose to a 0-second goal. That's a really big momentum swing. It's a really big morale swing, and I think that we could kind of see that in Game 5. Not even that UMD lost morale, but that MSU massively gained morale off of that and massively kind of picked up their offensive play from that point.
Yeah, it's tough to see, but UMD will bounce back from this. We are still second in BEC now, I believe. Michigan is first, remaining undefeated. Hopefully some other team will be able to knock that crown off of them soon, though.
All right. Anyway, Danko, it's been great talking to you.
Good games.
And it's been great talking to you guys, viewers of Terps Esports. I hope you have a good night.
We will see you next week.